First century Buddhist heart, Dave Manning.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Madam Toastmaster. Just get my thing set up.
Yeah.
Slideshow, yeah. Madam Toastmaster, most welcome guests and fellow Toastmasters. Even before I start my speech, I want to share a story. When I was given the bust of Buddha, I looked into the hairdo and said, wow, what amazing dreadlocks. I just wonder where he got it done. And ever since, my aspiration is to have one like that.
Oh.
I just want to recap what I spoke last week so you get an understanding of this evening's subject. In the 350 BC, when Alexander the Great conquered most of Afghanistan and Pakistan, he left a lot of artisans, Greek artisans and soldiers, which started the Gandaharan kingdom. Later, invaders from Central Asia swept through the whole region and conquered most of Afghanistan, Pakistan, and parts of India as well, and formed the Kushan dynasty. King Kaniksha of that dynasty ruled from two places: present-day Kabul and Mathura in Central Asia. Now, you might ask, what is in it for you? Well, you could always use this knowledge the next time when you pick a statue for your mantelpiece, or even when you want to impress your friends in a cocktail party. Talking of history, my school final examination, I had to answer this question in 100 words, for which I just knew 3 sentences. So, I filled the whole paper interchanging those 3 sentences from an active voice to a passive voice. Coming back to our first style of art from Central India. It gets its name from a Central India School of Art. They were produced far fewer and had a lot of inscriptions. The Buddha was modeled as a natural male deity with broad shoulders, puffed up chest, legs rooted with stance apart, giving an enormous energy, feel of energy. His hairdo was shaped like a seashell, called the Carpathian style. Hence, sometimes you can also hear words like Carpathian style of Buddha. The drape was tightly wound across his body from his left to the right, exposing his right shoulder. The open eyes, the open stance, gave a sense of immediacy to the viewer in engaging him. In later stages, the hairdo was more of short curls and spirals, which is prevalent, which was a standard of Buddha's statues even till today. In contrast, the Gandharan art, which originated from current Kabul and Afghanistan, had a lot of Roman and Greek influences. They were sculpted with more artistic details. The face was serene. The hairdo was loosely tied like a bun on the top. The robe was flowing, covering both the shoulders. There were rich folds and lots of details, giving an impression of an imperial Roman aristocrat. The motif surrounding the statue was embellished with Hellenistic style. You had Atlantis, flora and fauna from India, Cupid, vines and garlands, and it was rich. These statues were produced in large numbers, and what we get today is from that style. I find I have a little more of time, so I'll just share a very quick fact with you people. When I traveled in China to a cave structure called Yuan, there were two caves where Buddha was sculpted, two different eras. One was after 500 and the one before 500. The ones before 500 had a very strong Greek influence, Indo-Greek influences, even including deities from Indian mythology. But the ones after that had a transformation of Buddha having more mongoloid feature and slim body structure. In conclusion, if you quickly want to identify the two statues, look at the hairdo. If it's got seashell, then it is from the Indian art. If the robes are rich, then it is from the Gandharan art. I'll leave you this evening to float all your knowledge, newly acquired knowledge of Buddhist structure, while I patiently wait for my hairdo. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Now time. Oh yes, for 1 minute we will ask you to make a quick evaluation of
Thank you. Oh, thanks.